Music. I am here to tell a story that happened to my parents sometime before I was born in 1999, a year before my birth. After my parents got married, they went on a honeymoon. During a morning walk while they were out, they met a gypsy, a rather sinister and mysterious character. According to my mother's description, she was a very old woman with long snow-white hair, wrinkled skin, and a very kind face. The strange. After noticing my parents, she approached them and responded with a simple, "Good morning." My parents returned the greeting. The strange woman observed my mother and said, "Dear girl, you just got married recently, right?" My mother replied yes, and thought to herself that she must have guessed this by seeing the wedding rings on their fingers. But the rather strange, mysterious, and also very fascinating thing happened with what the old woman told her next. "My dear girl, in 2 months you will, pregnant with a beautiful baby boy, and you will be very happy." My mother took the thing as a joke, of course. So while she was listening, the lady was very smiling, thinking that it could be some scene to make a few lira. Right after the old woman took from her pocket a horn made of gold, not real of course, and immediately said, "Take this horn, girl, take it with you, but as soon as you bring it home, your baby comes into the world. You will lose it, and you will never see it again." My mother took the cornetta, and my father gave 10 lire to the old woman to seem polite. The strange thing was that everything the old woman said happened 2 months later. My mother became pregnant with me. When I was born, there was no more news of the cornetta. And until now, 24 years after the incident, there is no trace of the cornetta. I don't know if that old woman was just acting or if she had some strange and supernatural gift. I only know that this story, which my mother often tells, is mysterious and fascinating. It always gives me chills every time I hear my mother tell it. Every now and then, I ask myself a question. What if I were to die and that receiver came out again? Music. Ever since I was little, my grandmother would tell me stories passed down from my great-grandmother. The event I will tell you about happened 1 or 2 years before my grandmother was born, in 1945, during the height of World War II. In the little village where I live, not far from my house, there are still the 2 places. My great-grandparents owned land in that area and lived near this Kolumbara, managed and supported by a now non-existent convent of nuns. At that time, they were under German control and could not oppose them because it always ended in tragedy. The fact is that the German soldiers did not behave appropriately. They annoyed and terrorized the villagers, occupying various homes, etc. In short, events of this kind. But in the last